Hello guys, welcome back to NFT Inspo. For today's video, we're going to show you Vortex J24 review. So if you're interested, let's start the tutorial. In this case, you might be wondering, is the Vortex J24 here worth it for you? So let's talk about the Vortex J24, whether it's worth it for you. So this phone is running Android 14, which is one of the main selling points here. And Android 14 brings in some new features, including something called Google Gemini. Basically, it's like an upgrade version of Android 12 with a lot of improvements, and the J24 is using that right out of the box. Now, in this case, what about the Gemini features here? So it's something that stands out on the Android 14. You can use it by swiping up in a specific areas of the screen, which lets you ask questions or perform tasks easily. It's a little tricky here at first, especially since you have to swipe from a certain spot on the screen, which is typically at the very bottom. Now, in this case, this is usually from the home, back, or the recent button. So this might feel a bit different because it requires swiping, but once you get the hang of it, it adds a nice little convenience to the way you interact with the apps. Now, as for the phone's general performance, it seems to handle Android 14 smoothly. You can easily check the phone settings to confirm that it's running Android 14 by going to the system info. It'll show you that J24 model is Android 14, which is always a good sign for a budget phone. But here's where the phone falls short: the camera. So the front camera is okay, it'll do the job for selfies or video calls, but the back camera is not great. It's pretty laggy and doesn't capture high quality pictures, especially comparing it to, in this case, other phones in the same price range. Now, if you care a lot about taking clear, sharp photos, you'll probably be disappointed with the camera on the J24. It's not built for serious photography, and you can see that when you use the rear camera, and it's not up to par. With that said, for everyday use like browsing, texting, and using social media, or in this case the J24 does fine. It's running a solid version of Android here, and the Gemini features add some fun and useful functionality. So if you're just looking for a budget phone with the latest Android software and aren't too worried about high-end cameras, or in this case this phone might work for you. And that's about it. So hopefully this video was able to help you. Like and subscribe to NFT Inspo. Thank you for watching.